Papi, I think the last time I spoke to you, you were just finishing your CAF B license. Very excited about coming back to the top flight. Did you envision such a successful start to your life at Magesi?
Yeah, it's been a great start for me personally. Knowing that it's my first start in the Betway Premiership as an assistant coach for Magesi, that is new in the league. So obviously again cheering it up on top by winning the Carling Cup, Carling Knockout. So it's a great start personally for the team, for the history of the team and South African football at large. To say Magesi Football Club just only promoted now and they've won a cup. But personally for me, I'm here because it's my first cup in my career.
Was it a bit bittersweet to win the cup and then the first league game after that, you know, it's cheaper and obviously not the best of performances to drop points away from home?
Yeah, it wasn't what we expected personally for me and as a team to say you just played 8 games unbeaten, then you are playing against cheaper and you lost the game. But personally, as a technical team, we know preparation phase was not one of the best in terms of the going to play league, because you only went one session to prepare for cheaper and you had to travel again. And I think cheaper has been doing exceptionally well. So obviously after winning a cup, you want to continue the momentum of winning, but it gave us at least a homework to say after winning a cup, we can't celebrate the cup until the main priority for this team is to do well in the league and still remain in the league. So it was a disappointing performance personally for us to lose the match, but in terms of the application of character and the mentality, it's what we expected from the players. But unfortunately, we lost the game, and we are playing a Marumo on this Saturday. So hopefully we'll bounce back from our loss. But we definitely have to do well in the league.
Besides obviously that little blip of dropping points away to cheaper, winning the cup, what do you think has done for the squad morale overall?
It has built confidence personally for individuals. It has built confidence for us as coaches. Like I said, it was my first time winning a cup, and for Coach Clinton, it's his second one. So for the team at large, it's a big achievement for the team, knowing that it's their first time in this league. Going forward, it gives you the confidence to say, if you are ready enough, sometimes you have to show up and you can achieve something. Magesi is an example. No one gave them a chance. As underdogs, they managed to beat Pirates and obviously beating Sundowns to win the cup. So it gives more confidence for the team going forward to approach the league.
How do you guard against the cup hangover? I know you spoke about it, you suffered a blip in your first game, but we've seen it happen where teams, Marumo Gallants for example, had that fantastic CAF Confederation Cup, then come back and get relegated. How do you guys go on to ensure that you don't fall into that same trap? Because sometimes teams get carried away by that success and they don't focus on what their bread and butter is.
Yeah, I think the main focus of the team, the players, they know before even the start of the league, you can't compete in this cup if you are not in the league. So it's the hunger mentality. You have to want it more, because if you have just tasted winning the cup, can you imagine going forward? You always want to do well and win cups. It's more mentality part, but it goes with us as coaches to even get deeper into the mental side of the players, because some of the players, they get short-sighted with short success and get carried away in the cup matches, because some of them they will fake injuries, some of them the performance will drop. So it goes with the level of professionalism from our players and how much they want to be here. Because if you've tested being in the Premier League, you never want to go to the first division. So that's how much it might mean to them. So we'll work with their psychological part, because I think that's the most important thing, the league. Because you can't be a team again that has just won the cup and you get relegated. It's not a nice thing. So we'll work extremely hard. If it has to be bringing in more players or strengthening the team in January, let it be. But we know what is at stake to be in this league. It's very, very difficult. It's not easy to win this league. But I think we have to be ready, and our players mostly are the ones who must carry the team.
Changing, just to take it back a little bit, we spoke that week leading up to the final, and the chat was more focused on you having done so much for South African football, and in a way, the game has not rewarded you with a medal or even an appearance in the final. You spoke about how emotional you become, and I just want to check at the final whistle, how did you feel? How did you respond at that moment where you knew that finally you won something?
I remember when we scored the second goal, me and Clinton, Coach Clinton, we didn't celebrate. We just sat down because we looked at the time to say, hey, it's 5 minutes to go. And you can imagine after that, what will Sundowns do? They will come back. So the moment of celebration couldn't even click, because we know the quality of Sundowns, what it's going to do. But immediately after the final whistle, obviously it becomes a shock to say, against Sundowns we have done it. It's a shock until it becomes a reality to say we managed to do it. But personally, for me, for my career, I'm extremely happy. I'm extremely happy because the feeling of winning a league match we had 3 points, and the feeling of winning a cup, totally different feeling. And in fact, the stage on its own to being in the final, it's a different stage altogether. So winning it's something very special for me. After playing so much and never getting anything, and obviously as a coach, it wants me to even work harder, be more hungrier, because I just felt how much it is, how much it makes someone to feel winning a cup. So I'm just happy for myself, but most importantly, happy for the players who just came in the league, the team that just came in the league. But personally for me, I couldn't have asked for more achievement than this one. And I'm just hoping it's not the first one, because winning is nice, my brother. Winning is nice. Just wish for more.
But you were a very technically gifted player, playmaker, number 10, and you made people enjoy watching football. But this Magesi team is playing some, isn't that contrasting from how you played and how you view the game? Because I can imagine as a player, you love to see the game in a certain way, but you guys were restricted because of obvious reasons.
Personally, I'm a fan of more position-based team, attractive, attacking football with a lot of goals. But sometimes a transition of being a player to a coach, it becomes difficult, and sometimes it is determined by the personnel of players that you have. Personnel players are the ones that will determine how you must play, and you sometimes wish you will have players that other teams have, but disposal you don't have. So when you have a Coach Clinton that has been in this league for the longest time, that can sit with us down with Coach Jackie to say, hey, the players that we have, there's suitable style for us to win matches. This is how we're gonna approach matches. Yes, there and there you still want to say, at least maybe if you can have a ball a little bit more. Sometimes you have short spells of position in the game, and it is very frustrating for players. I know players, they always want to be on the ball, but sometimes you have to know the technical ability of your players. We've got more athleticism players than more skillful players, thinkers, like other teams that they've got. So we have to play according to the strength of our players. And so far it has worked for us. And even if I was a coach in another team, if I had players that I feel we can't build up from the back, I'll resort to a good one, because I want to win matches, because this game is more result orientated than what we can do. For an example, a Magesi that with 20% of position, where we've got the latest stats in football now. It's in Betway, but we surprise teams because we will only have less amount of chances in the game, and we'll take the chances. Like against Sundowns, we had only 2 chances and we took the chances, but hopefully it will improve. But like Lorenzo, if it doesn't, if it works for you, you don't fix it, my brother. Don't fix it. But I wish the team to improve, because players sometimes, Lorenzo, when they get to a level, obviously there's a stage fright, but when they get to play games, even the confidence, it brings up the best out of them. So sometimes it's a matter of confidence, the mentality of players. When they make a first mistake, they are scared to make another mistake. And in game of football, you need players who can take risks and make mistakes. That's the only way can be able to have players that can express themselves. But so far, it's working for us, my brother. We'll keep on doing what we do best.
Ginger, after the cup success, obviously the focus has been on the players, you and Coach Clinton, because you and Coach Clinton were big players in your day. But there's a Coach Jackie there. He played professional football for a long time, but wasn't a high profile. Yeah, he was also the top scorer, but his profile was not like you or Coach Clinton. But also he's somebody who really needs to be praised, because when I was speaking to Coach Clinton, he said he's actually the one who brought him to the club to say come and help me. What can you say about Coach Jackie?
You know, sometimes as coaches, I think the complementation of our team in terms of the technical part. You've got a Coach Jackie that has been with this team from where it comes from. You've got a Coach Papi that played a certain way. Coach Jackie was a scorer. Coach Clinton was a hardworking winger. So, and we've worked in all different leagues. All the leagues, all of us, we know the mentality of players who have played, and most of the players that we have, they've played in Motsepe, they've played in the first division. Not many players have played at the highest level, only few. So Coach Jackie is one of the reserved coaches, very knowledgeable but very reserved. He can only be outspoken when you are with him, but is more reserved. But personally, he gave us an opportunity, because for us to be there with Coach Clinton, he's wanted to be heard, to say who are the people that can help you in this team. And obviously the first coach was Coach Clinton. When they were together, I was the second candidate to be brought in the setup. He's a brainchild of Magesi Football Club. He knows how the team has been run. He knows everything about the team. So the recognition has been Magesi with certain players, individuals, but he deserves more accolades than Coach Clinton and Coach Papi, because he's been with this team for the longest time. Sometimes he was telling me stories that he would go for 3 months without getting paid. Can you imagine from taking this team from where it was to Betway Premier League, how much it means to him? So personally, as Upapi, I'm happy for him. It's a great achievement for Coach Jackie, for his CV, for him individually, because he's been with this team for most of the time, and he knows how much it means for us to be where we are as coaches, and for him, He's the one guy that I think he deserves the more accolades than Coach Clinton. Coach Clinton is only 2 years with Magesi. Coach Papi is only from July when we started. So Coach Jake is more than 5 years. So you can imagine. And the less media has been not speaking about him, but he deserves, because he knows how much respect we give for him.
Coach, just you probably could have answered this before. What will it mean for you and the region that the club comes from, rather, to win the follow-up, the sequel to the main one, which is the current, Carling Cup? Now that you said you've tasted the winning and it feels sweet, it feels good, what will it mean for you guys?
The nice thing about winning, let me start there. The nice thing about winning, it helps players financially, because when you win, there's incentives for players, and you play for football to make money. And obviously, after tasted winning the championship to go to the Premier League, now you just won the Carling knockout. You want to win again, and it will be a good history for Magesi to win 2 cups in just space of few games after the resumption of the Premier League. So it will be a great achievement for the team. As individuals, it will be a great achievement. So we are looking forward to win this cup. I know all stars have won it, and it won't be easy, because if you go with the mentality of 5 under-23s, they've beaten Stellenbosch last season, because when you got players that want to show you that they are better, you don't stand a chance. So they wanted it more. So for Magesi Football Club, I think it will be a great achievement for them to even win this Carling Cup.
I'm just going to throw it out away from the Carling Cup, but talk about your former colleagues in terms of the playing time and all of that. Mabuti Kanyeza at Amazulu, at Aros, Besekuba Uvivi, now who has joined Amazulu.
KG.
All of your buddies. Just take us through their current spaces and what do you make of them?
I think so far, when I was coaching the first division at Tongat, when you see your former teammates, your peers being given a chance and doing well, it gives you confidence to even want to be part of that. And personally for me, I was extremely happy, because if they do well, it gives the bosses an opportunity to say, let's try Papi, let's try Manyambela. There's something, because sometimes the bosses they don't want to mess up with their investment, because this is a huge investment to take a risk to put a former player, to say, I know, let's see what you can do. So for them taking that charge and even still competing even now, it makes me to feel good, and it breaks the barrier of saying if you're a footballer you can't coach. So I'm very happy for most of the guys that are taking charge to be part of the coaching panels, like many other coaches that are still coming. About Togo, there are many coaches who are coming. And personally for me, I'm very happy to be part of the setup. To a Premier League, and obviously I'm just hoping to see more of my former teammates, and not only for Eros, but those who have played football to contribute positively to South African football.
I actually have one vision for you.
Yeah.
Clinton Larsen said Wonder Boy Makhubu can play for Bafana. Why is he saying that? What do you see in him? I know he's a completely different profile to traditional South African strikers. What is it about him that makes Clinton confident that he can play for Bafana?
In the modern strikers, you need a striker that, in terms of recipient, in terms of the first touch, he has to be top, because when you are playing whatever formation or whatever, you need a top striker that can hold the ball for you You need a striker that works extremely hard. You need a striker that's very mobile. You need a striker that can score goals for you. And you need a team player. I think Wonderboy is that player. As much as he hasn't scored a lot of goals, but I've been watching strikers in the Betway Premier League. He's ahead of other strikers in terms of his contribution so far. Even me, I've never been following him that much, but after working with him closely, I saw quality in him. And yes, there's no pressure to say he must be in the Bafana squad, but it's a candidate for strikers to say, he's part of the strikers to say, if Hugo Bruce doesn't have Makhubu, doesn't have Mabasa, he must look at Makhubu, because I think personally he's done exceptionally well for himself and for us. So I think that's why Coach Clinton is saying he's a candidate for Bafana.
Thank you.